Hello again, welcome back for another daily Buying Bicycle Repentance. It is December 3rd, 2024. Oh boy, what a day indeed. Well, it's a mixed bag, how about that? Let's get into this here. Eden. Back into it, Eden. I'm not in the mood to doing challenges tonight. You know, it's getting kind of late anyways. See here is AFYJP0DJ. So what's been going on? Well, my bicycle needs repairs. Yeah. So I got home on my bicycle, right? And the chain came off. Now the good news is it came off when I got close to home. Convenient, right? But more importantly, I have, of course, front brakes or whatever the deal is. So even if the chain comes off, I can still brake. Thank God. So if there was any weird thing going on. So the chain came off, right? I'm like, well, I got home. I'm close to a bike shop. So I'll just take it there. So I did. And, well, the deal is the bike is damaged in some way. What I mean by that, so apparently the chain's kind of rusted. Something to do with the disc brake, not disc brake, but some disc thing or whatever. And the back needs to be replaced. And then something next to the pedal needs to be replaced too. It's a mess, right? And he's explained to me that it was all gunked up, and that's why the chain came off. I'm like, okay, so what is the cost to getting that fixed, I guess? The good news is the parts and the labor isn't that bad. It's probably gonna set me back probably $100 or a little over $100, I think, is the deal. I would get my brakes like tuned. I would do like basic maintenance, but I'm putting it off for the meantime. Because the brakes are fine, he said. They could be adjusted a little bit, but that still adds more money to everything. Especially since it's like almost fucking Christmas. So I still got to do some Christmas shopping and stuff. So I'm going to get my bicycle fixed, not replaced. That'd be fucked. if it has to be all replaced. No, that's going to be sitting me back hard and I can't get it fixed immediately. No. So they put the chain back on, but I'm still having some issues with it. The chain's still on there, but it's harder than shit to pedal uphill. So what I'm probably going to have to do is, if I come across a certain incline, I'm going to have to walk it uphill. That's probably what's going to happen, right? And so I'm trying to think where the fuck this secret room could be. No keys either. Oh man, it could be right up there. Well, let's double check. It looks plausible, but it's not going to give us access unless we get like a second bomb, which we might get out of this. Okay, well, that fixes that. Let's see what it's doing. All right. Fabulous. Luna. Look to la Luna. Luna. I don't know if I want flip, though, to be honest with you. We don't need this space bar here. Truth be told, like, it's a good space bar and all that, but I think we can handle it early on for now. So that's the dealio. So I also had to order some parts. Not parts. Well, I mean, he's ordering a part because it's an obscure part, right? The other stuff he has on hand, thank goodness. The chain and whatever else. And, nice try, sucker. No, but he has to order a different part from a warehouse somewhere. Which is fine, but it's going to take a week, unfortunately, so... I mean, that tends to happen, right? That kind of stuff. Don't you hate it when that happens? So anyways, he, so it won't come in until probably next Wednesday, next week. And so, he put the chain back on my bike and he said it's going to be good for now. So I'm going to use it short term. Of course, I'm having issues going uphill with it, so it's like... And I don't even have, like, the chain wrapped around the seat or whatever, because I had to take it off so we can look at the bicycle kind of stuff. And to make any repairs for the future. So, it's either I can keep it at the shop for over a week, and I don't have a bicycle for over a week, and I need it for, like, you know, and then I have to, like, walk on foot and stuff. Or I can just use the bicycle and do whatever with it. Now, I ordered some degreasing stuff because he showed me the degreasing stuff they got there, which is about the same price as you get on Amazon if you get the larger bottle. So I got the smaller bottle. That saves me a few dollars. You know, penny pinching, right? I got myself a water hose too. I thought about whether to get one or not. I'm going to get one. If I'm careful with it, maybe. Rinsing the crap. Well, I might use it just to rinse the tires off, actually. I'll rinse the other stuff off with a sponge and rag, but I want that to kind of rinse off any other gunk off the tires or something. That could possibly feed it to the chain somehow. One way or another, man. I was hoping you wasn't going to touch the fires of hell, little dude. Meats. Yeah. So expect a little bit more penny pinching right now. As usual, huh? Sure. Also, I like how they only show one secret room with Luna. I think they'll show you more than one if you got the one trinket for spawning more than one room. Well, no, this is, no, it's already spawning more than one. Okay, never mind. I think you can duplicate that even more. Oh, we had to touch that. Touch. You got the touch. You got the power. Yeah. So that's that's been my a good part of the day looking up like what I need to do exactly. I have a general idea how to clean it. I'm like skittish and paranoid about fucking up my bike, cleaning it. But at the same time, most of those parts are going to have to get replaced anyways. That he was describing that I got to clean. So I'm going to clean it and then put lubricant on there and all this other process stuff, of course. And, well, this weekend I'm going to do that. Just so I can use it for the rest of the week until that part comes in. Until, like, early next week. If I fuck something up, well, like, yeah. Is either try to take the risk with what I got going on right now that's like issues going up a slight incline, which I've been having problems. Indeed. I better just do it, you know. Do it, Anakin Skywalker. Pussy Skywalker. Pussy Skywalker. Pussy Skywalker. You are the ultimate pussy, Skywalker. I don't believe it. We took advantage of that now. And we got early pussy. Early pussy cat. We can go back and get our thing. But I'm glad, though, it wasn't a super expensive fix. Like, they said, it was like 25 bucks or something for like this one part, for example, the chain or something, and another 20 something bucks for another part, and then whatever else for another part, and plus labor. So he was talking about 120 or something if I were to do like the brakes too. So it's like 30 bucks for the brakes. So I'm thinking $90-ish to 100, you know. The brakes really don't need to be adjusted. They said it's still pretty good. They could be adjusted a little bit, but it's not like in a severe state. Surprisingly. So, yeah. Well, yeah, not surprisingly, actually, because, like, you didn't gunk up your brakes or anything. Like you did with your chain and whatever else. So I had to get, like, special tools to clean it. The degreaser solution. Then I had to get, what else? Shit. Then I had to get, I'm blanking on the name. A shower cap. You're wondering, well, why a shower cap? Well, it's because I have a disc lock, and I guess if you would have sprayed the degreaser in the disc lock, you fucked everything up, basically. With damaging your brakes, too. And I don't know what the fuck the cost of a disc lock is, but I'm not going to fight out, and I'm not adding the extra charge. I'm not, like, testing fate. Just like with the hose thing, like, I can probably use that to clean the grease off of the degreaser off the thing after it dries or something. But I'm going to do it like a sponge and a bucket and stuff. The hose is going to be for, like, the tires and, I mean, pretty much the tires, right? Like, and then maybe anything else I might use that hose in the future. Hose. In different area codes. Oh, man, we got succubus. It's so suckage. Come on. And then what else did I get? Oh, I got like microfiber rags or something like that. Just so I could wipe the grease off of the whatever, and also dry stuff. So I don't like stain the shit out of my, like, you know, important stuff. I really don't want to do that, stain my towels, my good towels or anything. So I found, like, what was it, like a pack of 4 microfiber towels. They might not be the greatest quality probably, but they're like $4. I don't know how many. Actually, it was probably more than 4 of those or something like that. It was something cheap. Piss cheap. Yeah. Would I get another devil deal item out of this for popping in this other realm? We're gonna find out. Yes. That's fucking huge, man. Oh, yes. Yes, it is huge. Yes. We are the devil kitten from hell. Mwaha. All right, now we got more than one secret room, right? This is where it gets a little juicy. It's not here. Super secret room could be up there. Now, where is this other one? This other secret room? Well, I think, according to fate here, it can't be like right there. Actually, you know what? Don't use your bombs. You've got one bomb here. You need to get the second one, and we're going to do the side pass mom fight, which I want to do. So we don't really do that often. All right. That kind of like for a microsecond scared the shit out of me because it's like, wait, you gotta go to the side path, but you can't go to the side path because you have you don't have an additional bomb. You big old silly goose. Also, I got a Christmas present. Christmas presents for 3 people, right? I went to Starbucks, right? I guess to say, like over 1,200 points I built up for a while, right? Now, it's prior to where they were doing the cuts, right? Like, they're starting to do the cuts with, like, offers and everything. Like, they really, trim down that kind of stuff. Now, of course, I was getting most of my points from, like, bringing my own personalized cup, and that gives you, like, straight up, like, 25 stars right off the get-go. And I think it gives you an additional whatever, depending on the cost of the drink, too. So that kind of adds up. That's how you do it. Like, these offers they have now, it's like, oh, yeah, you get 100 points if you get one of each of these things, right? Which, 100 points is something, right? But you do 4... Because, like, okay, so it's a chestnut praline, right? It's a cold brew, a hot breakfast item, and I think a tea. And let's say there's only one. Well, I think there's only one kind of tea. Oh no, well there's green tea. No, green tea doesn't count. Well, unless if it's. Let me see something here. Okay, because sometimes they're very specific, right? One time, it's like an herbal tea you had to get. Iced tea. Okay, so you can get green tea or whatever. Not Long Island. But a while back, it was like you have to get an herbal tea. There's only one kind of herbal tea. You get a green tea, it does not count as herbal, right? For example. Now, whatever kind of tea, it means like knock yourself out, get a green tea, get a mint majesty or whatever. Go bananas. And so, yeah, so let me go back here. So it says here in order to get to that you have 5 days remaining, get 100 bonus stars. Any cold brew, so depending on where you're from, it could be like over $4, maybe $5. Any chestnut praline, that's like $8, $7 or $8 here, right? So that's like $13, let's say 13, 14. Any iced tea, I'm guessing that's probably like $4 range, right? So that's like, $17, $18 total there. Any hot breakfast item, I forgot how much those cost, probably like $4 or $5. So like that's like $25 for 100 stars, right? Which, that sounds good in theory. Well, $25 for stars, right? Let's just round it to 25, right? $25 for 100 stars worth of merchandise or whatever you gotta buy. And now, if you were to do like, say for like cheap drinks in the menu, right? Like I'm just trying to think what cheap drinks they would be. Cheapest stuff. I think a Mint Majesty would be cheaper than a cold brew or something, right? But then if you use your personalized cup, let's say it's $4, right? And to get to 100 stars, it's 4 times, 25, right? 25 stars. So the amount you would, well, of course, you have to figure tax too, right? So the amount you would have spent with all these different items to get the 100 stars, and that's not including like if you use a personalized cup, because this is all whatever, right? you would actually save money by a little bit to a little bit or a lot, depending on where you're from, I guess. But you would essentially save money using a personalized cup, getting a cheap drink 4 times than you would for getting each of those breakfast items, each of those items. Plus, you don't have the constraints of doing it in 5 days either. Now, of course, you might be wondering, well, why should I care about that? Well, I mean, if you're trying to get points, I guess, or stars or whatever, I'm going to be scaling back on the stars for shopping for sure there, because it's... My Ice Americano went up. I think it went up like 10 or 20 cents. Which is supposed to be cheaper than cold brew, and it's about the same price as cold brew. Why? I think it's... They changed the price recently with that. How dare you, sir? But... I mean, the price of drinks are going up, and it is true, it's getting more expensive, which is why I went back and got coffee again. Like, to make at home. And I've been trying to put off, like, drinking coffee at home and all that, because, like, you know, I've been trying to cut back, and, well, ironically, I was cutting back, but then it's like, ironically, I went back to it, but then I've been ordering out, going to Starbucks and other coffee shops. And that's costing me more. I need to cut back. If I have to wean myself off of coffee by drinking at home, a little bit over time, so be it. I have an addiction, all right? That's the first step in addiction, is admitting that you have a problem. And that you need assistance. Or whatever. I mean, I'm not an expert with AA and stuff. Like, I know tidbits, but... So don't crucify me in the comments if you can help it, please. There are people out there who work their damnedest to try to sober up. You know? It's an admirable thing. It's a respected thing. It's hard work to get off an addiction. For sure. Even if something is like drugs. Yeah, but you're talking about coffee. Well, anything could be a drug, let's say, right? But, I mean, coffee is obviously going to be the least impactful compared to like hard drugs and alcohol and stuff, you know, gambling. But I'm not taking away like any of that power that people have to sober up and then better themselves, you know? I mean, even with some people, like, you know, they may feel like, you know, coffee could be a big, you know, issue in their lives, or fast food, you know? Like, for me, fast food was always like addiction. Well, not always an addiction. It's been an addiction for much of my life growing up. So it's like, you know, to the point where I was overweight multiple times and stuff. It crept up on me. And then I cut back and all that, and so I can get away with eating that stuff again, but as long as I'm not creating a huge habit out of it, I'm fine. Now, of course, obviously, it's totally different than like having an alcohol addiction or any other kind of drug addiction like that. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to sober up and then I'm going to like have a taste of alcohol. No. Alcohol, well, you see, that's the thing. It's like alcohol, well, I guess it's situational, huh? I think in the most part, you don't want to be just like, oh, I'm going to just have a little bit. I'm going to be fine, you know? You can't just do that, because, like, it's a relapse. especially if you're using it as a coping mechanism to deal with any kind of personal problems, you know? So it's like, you know, it's all complicated and people are different, you know, how they react, how they do things. And I know I'm drinking a green coffee right now, exacerbating the thing, but I actually bought coffee too tonight with this, so it's like, it's a little different, I guess. So anyways, going back with coffee, so I kept like trailing off with like Starbucks and everything. So anyways, back to the Christmas shopping stuff. So I used 1,200 points to get 3 different Christmas cups. I assume the blue one was a Christmas cup. The other 2 were. Got like a crystal thing for somebody. It's like a crystal whatever cup they have out this year. Because they wanted it. And it's like, you know, might as well, right? Like, what I'm going to do with these, like, stars, let them go to waste. Put a bunch of, like, pumps of whatever in there. Have one big old super sugar cup of something. No. The merchandise is going to be the best option for that. So I don't waste the points, you know, because they expire after so much time. And then, you know, with Starbucks downscaling their offer significantly because, you know, economy's taking a crap. People are not going out shopping as much. And so I got 3 cups. So yeah, it was like a quartz, whatever kind of cup. Another one was like a red tumbler. Not a tumbler, but I mean, is it a tumbler? I have to think. It is a, damn it, what is it? You have to think. It's a, you can actually get in here. A back door. We'll fight in here first. As long as we don't die. Actually, if we die, then we can, like, get back in because we have 1 heart still. Alright, just don't get hit. Don't use one of your 18 lives. There you go. What? Okay, I'm confused. I get what activated, but wouldn't I die after I spawn? Oh no, that's astral projection. That's right. Weird. I'd expect to just die after that. Why just let you keep that soul heart that you had left till you got hit? I guess maybe if you did a full damage, it won't activate. Whatever. Well, that's kind of cool. Anyways, so I got this like a red cup tumbler thing. I thought about maybe getting a what do you call it? Instead of a cup, it's like a whatever venti size, like whatever coffee container thing for like putting large amounts of coffee in there from Starbucks. I thought about that, but like they don't really drink coffee. At the very least, they might drink occasionally a unsweetened green tea. And that's pretty sparingly for them, so it's like I got a tumbler because like a tumbler, like a red tumbler, it's nice looking, it's kind of Christmassy. You could use it as like a cup, you know, for other things other than coffee or tea. Something seasonal, right? And then the third thing I got was like a venti tumbler too, another one, but it's like blue. And I don't know if the blue is a Christmas seasonal thing or not they had there, because it was with the Christmas stuff. I don't know. You ate your keys, didn't you? Yeah, but for good reasons. Actually, let's see something here. Let me see something here, okay, man? Because I was looking at, like, whatever. So, yeah, it is a tumbler. Red ribbed tumbler. As red as Rudolph's nose, this ribbed tumbler will make every drink as jolly as the last. And so I got, let's see. Was there even a blue one? Maybe the blue one might have been something else. Maybe it wasn't seasonal. No, it doesn't look like it was seasonal. Whatever. Something that he liked the color. So what I got for the other person was the Gemstone Cold Cup. Available as a keychain. I actually thought about giving the keychain to their kid. But I'm like, no, like, what the hell would she doing with a keychain? This little toddler. Now, of course, she's old enough not to chew on it or eat it or whatever weird thing, right? But, like, what I mean is, like, what good is it going to be for her? She'll be bored with it. Maybe. A keychain? Well, I don't know. Kids could find something fun to do with little things, right? It's depend on the kid and how they react to things, right? So it's like, I don't know. Spiders, okay. I think we pretty much hit all but the guppy collar. Now, as much as I want to play around with that, I want to get to the other spots first. And we've been damn lucky with getting all this good stuff. We got our keys again. We've been blessed. I think there might be another. Oh, yes. Yes, Queen. Yeah, but this one person a couple weeks ago wanted me to. I showed him the points that I got, and she was like, "Well, you gotta give me the whatever thing." I'm like, and I made some kind of an excuse. The deal was, I was essentially asking them. I essentially show it to them, and then they kind of tell me what they want exactly, so that kind of give me an idea of like what to give them for Christmas. I mean, I'm not gonna really get myself a tumbler. I got like mason jars I use, like small mason jars for my personalized cups, and they work. Damn it, they work. They may not be Ventis or anything. I definitely need to be cutting back from my store bees. I might do it like once a week instead, right? Because like since I'm traveling out somewhere, there's a Starbucks nearby. I could do that. Could make it at home still too. I don't know. I need to be cutting corners regardless. This bike repair stuff, man. Trying to see maybe there was something cool there. Yeah, so like the weird thing about it, so okay, so how do you use the points is use the app to get points too, but like you scan it before you go through the purchase or something. And you use the app too to deduct the points to go towards your cups and stuff like that. I saved $60 on those cups, right? Not even exaggerating. $60. And I paid, well, 2 cups I paid $5, and then 1 cup I paid like 3 something. Well, 5 something for those 2 cups, and then 3 something for the other thing, right? So I got a good deal out of that. Because otherwise I would never buy those cups. That many cups like that. And so they have a thing there where it's like, for some reason, they have to process each of the cups with the scanning of the thing on the phone or whatever. like 3 different transactions. So I had to make 3 different transactions. And each transaction, it kept asking to tip them, and I didn't. Well, why would I tip them? Because like they didn't make me anything. I brought the cups to the counter, you know. Besides, I'm pinching pennies right now. Now I did tip the Starbucks person that made my cold brew this morning from a different Starbucks. That's a different story. But because they're so nice to me. So nice because they tip you. Well, that's that. Well, I don't think it was just tipping them why they're nice to me. I you know, I'm there once a week, so it's like it's a little different. But I guess you could construe that with that possibly, but now do I think these cups like look fancy? I mean I want to call them fancy. I mean I can get better stuff at like an Amazon. You can get everything on Amazon, huh? You talk about Amazon so much. Well, if you know where you're looking at Amazon, let me rephrase. Like, just because you could... Oh, we could just bust them with that. Holy shit. Leviathan. We are just Satan incarnate in a good way. I meant there's a lot of stinkers. Like, for example, I was talking about the 4K player, right? And it's like... So, I use a thing called Camel to look up, like, different products online, history for price changes and whatever else. And I seen that, like, last October... Not Oktoberfest, what the hell am I thinking? Last year's, what is it? Last year's... I have to think, damn it. Last year's... Black Friday, or something like that, they were selling the 4K player for like $340 something, I think, right? And they wasn't selling it for this Black Friday. It was still pretty high up, right? I'm like, well, that's shit. I mean, I wasn't gonna get it because like I'm paying everything else right now, my credit card. I'm getting that down. Don't worry, I'm not like maxed out, not even close. I just like to not overdo it too much, you know. I'm very frugal with my money, to some degree. The bicycle kind of kicked my ass a little bit, but I paid it off, like, the next month. But anyways, credit card on it, that is. Oh, there's that thing. Convenient, isn't it? Well, might as well get that. We get extra keys. So anyways, going back to the point here.
Soul of Isaac.
I'll take that, indeed. Fast forward until yesterday, Cyber Monday. Yeah, Cyber Monday. I keep forgetting that's a thing. It's not always been a thing, but it's a thing the last, I don't know how many years, 10 years maybe, that I'm aware of, I think. They sure enough had a sale for that item. I'm like, huh. You know, that's the interesting thing about 4K is there's kind of a push right now, so to speak, from these different movie industries to sell for holy motherfucking shit, I keep getting hit. To buy 4K movies. And then some of the studios have even been gradually getting rid of the Blu-ray versions and just having the 4K in digital. Like I, for example, bought someone a gift. Golden scissors, what do you even do as a bonus? Planes, trains, and automobiles, right? But I got the 4K version, not because they have a 4K player, which they don't. But it comes with a Blu-ray disc in there, right? However, yeah, they don't have a 4K player to play it. So I had to find a different means to get him to watch the movie somehow. As an alternative, I guess. And that the Blu-ray that it comes with is just the deleted stuff. Which that was the big thing why I got it, is the deleted stuff. That they just put on there last year for the disc, and it was on sale. He likes the movie, I like the movie. A lot of people like the movie, you know. It's a classic. I just watched it like Sunday. Old-time classic. Another like rated R film up there for like holiday movies, Christmas movies. Well, holiday movies technically because Plane, Trains, and Automobiles would technically be holidays since it's Thanksgiving. A Christmas equivalent would be essentially National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's a pretty good one. It's a really good one. Watched it every year. I think probably in the past over 20-something years, I think. As far as my memory can go back. It's probably been way over 20 years. But as an adult, I remember watching them every year. My memory isn't as great as what it used to be, but the shitter's full. I was actually watching The Christmas Story too recently. Judgment. That's also a classic Christmas movie. Oh boy. Oh my lord, you just keep giving me things. It's Christmas. It's all a Christmas spirit. It's the early Christmas spirit, man. We're just doing that to get an extra Devil Deal chance too, by the way. Oh, come on. I mean, I could go on forever different classic Christmas movies, you know? I know someone that doesn't like Polar Express for some reason. I actually like it. I started watching it a few years ago, right? Never seen it as a kid or anything when it came out. And it wasn't until like much later in my adult years I watched it. I'm like, that's actually pretty good. It's pretty sad too at the same time. I do like it. There's something whimsical about it, you know? About getting on the Polar Express, meeting new friends, having a wild adventure together. You know, it kind of has this reminiscence of The Snowman, which is like a 80s like stop motion drawing. I think it's not stop motion, but it's like hand-drawn animated thing. It kind of has that element to it, right? Where it's like the kid is off on an adventure and meeting all these new friends, you know, on Christmas Day. It's very short-lived, right? Because it never happens again after that. I mean, I guess unless you don't count the sequels that, you know, that are out there. I don't count them. But, like, that kind of similarities, right? It's like short time to do whatever for this Christmas kind of event. The spirit of Christmas. Meeting Santa Claus. A lot of similarities, you know, with Polar Express in a way. And then, like, the sad reality kind of comes down to these characters that they have to go back to their dull, you know, boring lives, but they'll forever be touched of experiencing the miracle of Christmas. Meeting Santa Claus and all these other, you know, beings. You know, that's where what I mean by those kind of similarities. Now, of course, it's vastly different with the plots and everything else, characters and all that. Aside from that. And the snowman, you know, it's also depressing, like right at the end and stuff. Just like with Polar Express. The endings of them. They have their own kind of ways of bringing you back into reality with things, of how things are going to be for this character and their lives. And the people around them. You know? And I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer and shit. But I'm just saying, it's... And then, you know, that's what makes humans human, right? You know? Okay, fellow aliens. Yeah. Blue key, that's interesting. I don't think... I kind of wonder, you know, I have something to think about here, by the way. Something to kind of gnaw on and digest a little bit. Do you think maybe Edmund and them are working on another update of the game? I mean, they obviously are, right? Fixing things. But do you think they're going to be adding the ability to get the hush for the side corpse floor? It sounds plausible, doesn't it? I mean, in a way, maybe. Maybe you believe that or not, what I'm suggesting here. Because technically, it's a room floor, right? And with the room floor... Well, how do you even do that, I guess, now I think about it? I guess if you beat Mom, Side Path Mother, it opens it up if you're still got the timer on there. I guess you could do that, right? No different than if you're playing the regular path and then try to get through Mother. Food for thought, huh? Crazy. We're just buying things just to buy things. Nothing tickles my fancy. Okay. I could take the balls of steel with me or whatever, but like, do we really need it? Really? Like, look at this dude. Okay. Do we really need it? Here we got it. Holy shit. Can we just stop being powerful? Can we just stop for once in your freaking gall darn life? Do I really need the nail? No. Because we're already in Leviathan transformation too anyways. We pretty much hit most of the really good Devil Deal items. Like, not even exaggerating at all. Like, we've hit most of them. The only thing that I could tell that we didn't hit that was good is Incubus. Maybe a couple others. But, I mean, we've hit, like, the very big stuff. For sure. And that's very appreciated. That's just kind of a rare gift we were given. Funny enough, these shears, mostly pointless. I say mostly because, like, we're already bomb immune, right? So, like, even if we get the bomb to hit us or something without these scissors, like, we're not gonna die or anything, get hurt. So it's just more of like, oh, just collect extra bombs. That's all it is. Oh, wait a minute. That's it! That's it, Harry! I just realized that we could just milk this fucker. No! Don't activate the evil! We're gonna, like, play the shit out of him, too. Because this is something I don't do often. This is fun. What, being masochistic to this poor little bomb beggar? This little baby beggar? Yes. I don't think golden scissors do anything. I really don't think it does anything. I want to believe, but the game can't make me believe. By the way, I seen on YouTube's, there's a way to install the item description mod while you're playing multiplayer. You can use it now. There's like a slightly different process, I guess, to install the mods to do it. Which, don't get me wrong, I mean, that can be useful. But that's not the mod I want. Oops, I did not mean to give it to you. I'm sorry. Here, take that as my hospitality, like, sympathy gift. I don't know. Yeah, so, I mean, at least it's progress, right? I feel like certain... I'm sorry. Here, take that. I feel like someone's going to find a way to incorporate any kind of mods for the multiplayer thing, as long as everybody's got the same mods and same version of Isaac. I feel like it's going to be a matter of time. I keep seeing little things about Repentagon this and that, or whatever. Nothing's coming out yet with, like, using it for any multiplayer stuff yet. But only time will tell, really, right? Hilarious. I mean, it's useful, obviously, but, like, hilarious in the sense it's like just super overkill. I appreciate that sentiment. You giving me something, I guess, game. Thank you. You just keep giving me things, and I appreciate it. Nonetheless, almost got hit there. But you could at least keep the bomb beggar there long enough so I could milk him some more to be a 99 everything, man. What the hell was I getting at earlier? Look at the bomb stuff. What the fuck was I saying earlier? I'm blanked out, man. I was talking about Christmas movies before that. What in the fuck? What is that? Okay. It's just glitched. I've never seen that before. I thought that was like a sticky nickel or something going on. Truth to be told, we're gonna go take on Light Delirium 2. Because why not? Little bastard hasn't been beaten down enough. What the hell was I talking about? Yeah, I talked about a lot of things, huh? Starbucks, coffee. Starbucks hacks with, like, getting extra stars. I tell you, though, if there wasn't, like, the ability to get extra stars with using personalized cups, I would never have been doing as much Starbucks as I did. They get those stars to get stuff. Right? Truth be told. I did give like a coffee, cold brew maker or something like that, coffee maker to somebody, and that was like 400 stars like some many months ago. It's chaos. Oh yeah, we had the, we had the box the whole time. We could have been using it, but why? I guess we're like too powerful for our own darn good. And I've been holding on those arrow walks since like the beginning of the game. Good riddance. It's not a bad card. It's a really like underrated card. Very useful. Especially if you're playing like Tainted Lost runs, you know, where you need that extra edge for like stuff. I still can't get over how there's a void portal now here. I've seen little suggestions over the years since Repentance came about like, we should have a void portal. Which I can understand about wanting one. But now, I mean, I'm gonna obviously go take advantage of it now. Irony with that, huh? And I'm probably gonna be doing that if I work on my third file. You know, I've actually been thinking about working on my third file. Get to 100% in the third file. Once I get this one finished, which I am not really messing around yet with it. I might do a challenge pretty soon here. I might be doing the Bethany challenge. Maybe tonight. Yeah. So I got all this energy coursing through my veins. This coffee, that's a wrong thing. I forgot what I unlock with that Bethany challenge, though. It's all these obscure trinkets I totally forgot about. I know Sigil of Bethel or whatever it's called. Like, that would have been useful for certain occasions for completing marks. I know that. You're dead! Get it? You never know. You never know, dear. The beans. Of course, that one got upgraded. They cut down the time to recharge it, which I guess is fine. Tears does not do anything. Oh, hello there, fucker. Let's just pop the arrow walk and just shit on him. Ah, loser, nerd, big old loser. Your psychosis won't save you. It is I, me, who shoots infinite knives to your direction, who's gonna be putting you out of your misery. Will we ever get a Delirium rework? I've been seeing stuff more and more. It's like, no, it's not gonna happen. I guess it's such a complex, like, problem, apparently. It's interesting. They built this character to be such a complexity, and then it's like they talk about trying to fix it over the years. And it sounds like to me, as far as I read some time back, it's not going to happen. Now I could be wrong. They could be just fixing it behind the scenes. I mean, they obviously fixed a bunch of stuff with like the the one fly sucking item. The one item that transforms items to flies, and they did the whole category thing. That was a huge, like, undertaking for sure, you know? Adding all these different things. Multiplayer. Can I say online multiplayer? That's fucking huge, too. Undertaking. So it's possible. then maybe there is something behind the scenes being worked on with that too, you know? How big of a complexity is to fix Delirium and Void Floor beats me. Would it ever be worked? I don't know. Well, I was saying earlier, probably not, because there was talks about not working on it because of complexities with it. But never say never, man. You would never have guessed you got multiplayer experience to just invite strangers into your matches and everything. Oh, I'm bomb immune. I just blew him up. I didn't even know. Oh, no, I didn't even know. I totally forgot is what I was meaning. I already knew, but. Crazy. We're getting so many things. Oh, a key out of that. At some point, we start getting keys. A few floors ago. She's very appreciated. We're just getting so much stuff. So much good stuff. Like, we had, like, next to nothing for shit items, right? Like, we had some, but, like, pale in comparison to all the good stuff we got. And rightfully so. Twooey. A wooey. Good lords. Good lordy lords. Exploding mushrooms. Oh shit. I burnt my freaking hand with some spicy keys. A back door. That's one movie I hadn't seen in a while is Lawnmower Man. That's such a weird movie. Apparently when I was a toddler, I was obsessed with that movie. I have absolutely zero memory, but apparently I was. And Thinner. But you know, I actually watched as an adult and it's okay. It has its moments. Thinner! Lizard. You know what he called him in his ear? What? Laser. I tell you, the 90s is such a different time. I mean, that would have been early 90s, so that would have been over 30 years ago that movie came out. Right, we already been in there. You know, it was another like long one. It was also from Stephen King, was The Langoliers. It was a short story, like a very brief short story. It's like, I don't know, 20 pages or something. In this book of his or whatever. Collection of stories. And he stretched it out to a 3-hour television-made movie. Which I guess back then, you would have to split the movie to 2 different nights. Part 1 to part 2. Back in those early days of the 90s. Which I don't remember much about those kind of programs coming out. But I do remember the 90s with comes to other kinds of programs, you know, mostly kids stuff or whatever. But not so much with television-made movies that I can recall. I mean, the 90s, you know, we're talking about at least 25, going on 26 years when 99 was around, you know, year 99, 1999. You know, I don't think most Gen Zs remember 99 or weren't even born 99 even. Actually, let me rephrase. I think most Gen Zs wasn't born in 99. Not 99, you know what I mean. Was born after 99 is what I'm trying to say. You still have the older Gen Zs that were born as early as 95. According to whatever, right? Sometimes that's the thing with like generation stuff. It's like, oh yeah, if you're this range and this range, you're this generation. And it's weird because it's like, it keeps flipping for different things, different years. I remember I was talking to like a 15 or 16-year-old last year. I was looking for, I think I was looking for shoes or something, right? I feels like it was closer to Christmas. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was July, because that's when I got my shoes. And I was talking to him about like dial-up, right? And he's like, and what he was describing was the fax machine. Oh no, that was somebody else. That was a different Gen Z. That Gen Z was talking about, oh yeah, we got dial-up here. And I'm like, what? I know immediately what he was talking about because it's a very similar sound. And as dial-up. It really is. Because I would think about that from time to time when I hear it. And it's like, no, that's your fax machine, I told him. Oh, well, what's dial-up? And I had to kind of briefly explain what it was. Never used it. And then another, like, Gen Z I was talking to that was, like, younger than him. So he was a 15 or 16-year-old working at a shoe store. And it was like, oh, what was it? He was like, I brought up dial-up. He never used it, but he said that he talked about his parents used it. And that, like, talked about the toll-free ordering stuff on television, things like that. I'm like, son of a bitch. You know? Like, theoretically, that kid could be my kid, right? I mean, I'd be like, I mean, I guess I would be like an adult age, maybe, right? Close to that, if I had him. So that means his parents are probably my age or a little bit older. That is fucking nuts. I'm telling you, when you get older, you start seeing some crazy stuff. People realize you're much older than what you appear. You know, what you perceive and stuff, man. Anyways, that'll do it for tonight for this video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.